I'm actually kind of glad that I'm redoing this podcast again. For those of you that ever tune into my podcast, when you guys hear me say that, you already know that something had happened to which I had to do it again for the second time. I'm cool with that. Because the first time I did it, it kind of went on with some things and stuff like that. So I'm going to do a short synopsis of it, and we're just going to dive right in. But I'm going to mention what I was talking about a few minutes ago. And the only reason why the thing kind of messed up was because I had to go to the Facebook group messenger chat that I have with the old DJ Familia Clan. One of my crew members by the name of DJ Spice had did a dope radio show tonight and things. So he just got done not too long ago. And he was just saying he posted up the track list for tonight's show and stuff like that, and giving us our thank yous. And I had to go and tell him, thank you, man, for doing your radio show tonight and with the woo and stuff like that. And for the reason because I appreciate my bro, he does his radio shows. Because I did a radio show yesterday, and then Wednesday and Tuesday. I didn't do one on Monday because my boy DJ Spice didn't do a radio show last Friday because it's things to take care of. So I did a radio show last Friday and he took over my Monday spot. So normally I do the weekday spot and he kind of do the weekend spot. So he goes Friday through Sunday, I do Monday through Thursday. And since we got the laptop and stuff working and things of that nature, it's actually perfect. So yeah, back on the groove. But yeah, I had to jump off real quick, and as soon as I try to come back into do the record of the podcast, like the record button, then I want to stop or play or whatever. So it kind of like froze it up, and I'm like, damn it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go switch to Anchor pretty soon, but that's gonna be happening later on this year. So stay tuned for that. I need to get the RSS feeds for all of these audios on here and transfer them into the thing. So I'm gonna figure out how to do that, so that way to be a smooth transfer. You guys can hear me off of Anchor as opposed to on Spreaker. And I've been on Spreaker since November of 2013. I thought it was a little bit earlier than that, but nah, it's been November 2013. I think I came back a little bit in 2015 or something like that, due to finances and things over the other couple of years, whatever, where we wasn't doing not doing the podcast per se, but more doing the miniature radio shows. Because when we didn't do the big radio shows back in 2015, we was doing miniature radio shows literally on Spreaker and things of that nature. And I still have them up too. Some of those sessions, I'm going to actually need to listen back to it, so I can bring them back to lifesets.com. Meaning, redo some old radio sessions I did before and bring them back to an updated version of this year. So stay tuned. This could be a whole lot of greatness that's coming this year, that's for certain. Now, the short thing I was talking about earlier, I was on my Instagram account because my boy DJ Spice had mentioned on his radio show earlier, where me and him had did a DJ battle back in 2012 of Marvin Gaye and Sade sessions, and we did a DJ battle of who can find the rarest tracks by the artist and woo and did that. So I think I got on a Marvin Gaye session. He got me on the Sade session because he had a sample that Sade and her crew had used from another artist or whatever, jazz. Well, another jazz artist and things of that nature. So he got me on that. But I got him on the mashups that I had did at some Sade tracks. So it was almost like 50-50, but I gave him the crown because he had that one track. And I was like, this is dope from this artist and things of that nature. So I got a trip on it. So after that had happened, I was scrolling down my Instagram account and I found something that I had done a long time ago. So check this out. I'm still on this website called Spreadshirt.com and things. So sign up with them, and I hadn't been on there since 2014 of January, mind you, because I was trying to sell shirts back in the day. Now, January 2014, 2014, the year in general, before great grandfather had passed away on Christmas evening, literally. back on December 25th, 2014. Like 2014 was a great year until that day in Christmas, which the next couple of years was kind of like hard on the family, literally. Great grandfather passed away that year. Then the next following year on around this time of this month of March, around St. Patrick's Day, if I'm not mistaken, great grandmother passes away. And then the next year, 2016, I think like around Halloween time or something like that, uncle passed away. So 2014, late 2014, 2015, and 2016 was some pretty, some pretty hard. 2014, 2015, late 2014, and but part of 2015 in general was just like, it was a very off year. A very off year. And just a whole lot of, it was just, it was just crazy. That's all I gotta say. But the early part, 2014, was a blessing. To be real, I was coming out more of my shell of not being so shy all the time and things of that nature and stuff like that. And I'm just like grinding every day. So I'm looking at my Instagram account and I find posts I did while I was posting up, used to be with a company called Empower Network and things of that nature. Some of you that listen to this podcast, you may have heard about Empower Network or you may have been a part of the company at one time or whatnot. But I will say this, I do thank them for the tools that they did give us. And then see, when they was doing a little upselling and stuff like that for us to get the products, most folks, to be real with you, was only look at the money portion and try to, reach up in the hierarchy, which I can understand. And you got to get this product to understand this, this information. I understand all of that, upselling and stuff like that. I understand that. At the same time, though, what most folks fail to realize is that some of those tools actually was preparing us and helping us to go on a journey to do great things. Like I would have done podcasting had I not done an Empower Network thingy. And the only way I had done that was due to a great friend of mine by the name of Rafael Valdez. I think his last name is Valdez, or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And things of that nature. Which he had to hit me up. It's like, hey, you music producer? I'm like, yeah. And I think this is the time where I really was producing music like that. And this is the time where I was like, man, try to figure out, do something else I can get out from the job that I was at. Well, actually, around this time, while I was working at the job that I'm working at, I was still pretty cool with it because it wasn't as chaotic as it is now over at LEX. And so, with that and whatever, man, Raphael had let me know about, a company called Power Network, sign up under him and stuff like that and tried it out. Check out other folks, you check out the folks that join, other folks that want to join. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And things like that. Just still going, still going to push what I'm going to push. At the same time, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because this was the time where I started doing my vlogs, my video blogs and things of that nature. Basically, my video podcasts. This was before the podcast. I was doing video podcasts before I started doing the podcast. This is back in 2014. You guys could still find the videos that I did off my YouTube page at youtube.com/Onaku07. Onaku07 is spelled ONAKU07. So that's youtube.com/Onaku07. ONAKU07. Which you guys could find the videos from 2014 as to which I had, had done. Excuse me on the yawning. But yeah, as to which I have done and it's still posted up. So I'm looking at the video. I'm looking at the pictures of it. I'm like, I gotta check out some of the videos, man. I might be able to find a topic that I might put in the daily post and things. The daily post would come out to like, I think 2 years later or whatever, 2 or 3 years later. Or it came out to 2015. One of the two is when I started doing the daily posts and things of that nature. But other than that, though, once I had seen that, I have scrolled down and found a website where I was try to sell t-shirts and hoodies, whatever, off this website called Spreadshirt.com. And I had tried to sell some little merchandise on there called Survival is Living. And I actually have a prototype of a beanie that I had ordered off from there, that I had created from that website and ordered off. And I still have it to this day in the drawer. I don't really wear it like that because I'm like, that's still a beginning of something that we are still going to push out. So after seeing that we still have our website link for Survival is Living on the Spreadshirt.com website, I'm like, yo. And we still got the login information. I said, okay, I got some homework to do this week. Because lately with my job, I put this way, when you work at a place that you dislike a lot, and you get the negativity that be coming in, things of that nature, you start to forget who you are. So when you start to forget who you are, you start to forget all the great things you did over the past couple of years. So I'm looking at that and I'm having flashbacks of that, having flashbacks of doing the videos each and every day and then going to work, but coming back home and still working on the goals and the dreams. And I'm looking like, yo, we are literally on the right path. We are going to hit that big momentum pretty soon where everything gonna be clicking, gonna be like woo 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 woo, and the wisdom and knowledge coming in and the profits gonna be coming in. It's like we are on our way. We can't quit. Which is why you guys see me do these podcasts and stuff each and every Friday for the regular podcast, video podcast each and every Tuesday or sometimes on a Monday. Then the radio show, who's now is Monday through Thursday. So, the website's updated each and every Tuesday and things. So I'm like staying busy. And of course, I'm working a regular job. So, I'm like constantly just moving and grinding and stuff. But after seeing that, I got a surge of energy and inspiration, even though I'm tired right now, but I got a surge of energy and inspiration to actually continue. But yeah, to continue what we didn't finish, but continue what we started. So this week, I'm going to look at the website. I'm going to see if I can change some things up. I'm about to start working on my main website. So I put the Spreadshirt thing on my main website and it's a whole lot of big things, late and just now, that just popped up that I'm just like, it's time to just really go all in. Because like I said earlier, before I had to read through this second time, I was like, I'm trying to do the job that I'm at. I'm done with it. It's not worth nothing anymore. What I just seen, it's actually worth 10 times, well, a gazillion times more than what I'm doing right now. So let's get on with the podcast, shall we? And I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Q Moore, also known as Chinchilla Q of HipRockerProductionsCM.com, Hip Rocker Productions. Q Moore Productions is Midnight's Classic Soul, aka The Lounge. My bad, that's the DJ side. The DJ side is DJ Skylo of the Midnight's Classic Soul, aka The Lounge, which you guys could listen to over at livesets.com/DJ Line Skylo. That is livesets.com/DJ Line Skylo. That's the DJ link and stuff like that. So go ahead and check me out on that. But other than that, for tonight, this is the Business Minds Leaders, aka the Roses Wilson. So let's go for this week, which is week 118, sessions 576 and 580 for the week of March 11th and March 15th. Let's go with the first post again because the thing messed up, but it's cool. I will go back here and we talk about it. So I said on March 11, 2019, Blessed Mondays. In order to achieve your goals, you're going to have to cut certain people out from your life as well make sacrifices. Now, in the life that we live, there are some friends, family members that we had cut off from our life, and the reason being because of their negativity and just their energy, to which does not feed us, but makes us turn to be a sheep. Those type of individuals you need to cut out for your life, period. Don't care if it is family sometimes. Sometimes you may have to cut certain family members off and things of that nature. Still stay in touch with them, say hello, how you guys doing, but just don't fully engage like that because low key, 9 to 10 times, you don't want to be at that same energy that they in. Especially if you on a grind hard, you know you about to crack and everything about to be great. And you most definitely want to stay away from certain individuals that's going to drain you or, have you fall back to what you was doing before. So stay away from individuals like that. And of course, you're going to make sacrifices, which is you're going to sacrifice your time, sacrifice your money, and things to make things happen and whatever. But you know what? When you do make sacrifices like that, just know that you'll get repaid back. And I'm going to talk about that later on too. Because I have a story to tell you guys. It's actually a testimony, but at the same time, it's going to bless you guys for whoever may be going through it. You're going to be blessed by it. Let's continue. So on March 12, 2019, on the Grind Tuesdays, I said sometimes you got to come from the light to fight your demons in the dark. Well, fight your demons in the dark. Reason why I have mentioned that, I gave a short story of what happened to me at my job last Saturday. And so last Saturday, the morning started off cool, and then midway in the morning it went chaotic. It went chaotic to the point where I had to take a look at my co-workers and everything was going slow around me because they rushing on one of the big aircrafts and things of not trying to get a delay and stuff. And I'm just looking at them like, why y'all rushing when the other company is saying it's their mistake because they got to do certain things on the aircraft to make sure that it's right. But it's like, why are you guys rushing and things of that nature? So I just like slow my own self down. The time just slowed down. I'm just looking at everybody like, y'all just sheep to the slaughter. Like y'all stressing out over this shit right here when there's more bigger issues out there as opposed to this. So I'm looking at all of this. And then later on, just the barrage of how the workflow was just crazy, especially when you are the lead, the assistant lead, and you got a crew of 3 women, plus yourself, which makes 4. So, and women tend to get tired a little bit. Not being sexist, just saying, y'all get tired a little bit when it's a whole lot fast paced with different things, which is very understandable. It's very understandable. Sometimes us guys do it too, or we have that adrenaline rush, and it's a whole different story. But other than that, though, I seen the tiredness in my crew member's face, and I'm hearing from them on certain aircrafts. We only got 4 people. How we gonna do this? In my head, I'm like, how about y'all figure this shit out? Because I already know what we're gonna do, but I'm gonna try to see if y'all can find a solution. But I kept myself from going that route. It's just like, ooh, this is what we're gonna do, stuff. And they like, well, I'm like, think to myself, if y'all don't stop complaining, because now I'm ready to get agitated. I'm ready agitated for the work. Now I'm about to get agitated from y'all. Like, it's about to be a whole different scenario. And actually, that's what happened. Got agitated and attitude and way high, and I'm just shutting people down completely and just turned straight dark mode. And been feeling like that since, well, I don't feel it now, but from Saturday through Tuesday, yeah, felt it big time. And actually, the reason why I felt it on Tuesday was because, like I said earlier, gotta make sacrifices sometimes. So some things that came up from the account had me say, "What the f?" and had me in a whole different funk. Mind you, we did the radio show on Well, listed on my radio show on Monday. It felt cool. Got the next morning, like, we got a radio show to do later on tonight. And got some surprises that had me say, man, mother, on everything. You know what life throws you a curveball? You just like, and then once you take a look at your bank account, whatever, things ain't looking like they supposed to look. And then you're like, how the, you about to get certain things done? Told you. I'll mention that story at the end of the show, so don't trip. But other than that, it was almost like me fighting my demons, man. Like literally fighting them head on in the dark, just like boom, 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 and whatever, because everything was just going sideways. I'm like, what in the heck is all of this? But when you fight through the darkness, you come back into the light. And then you continue to push on higher. And when you do, then you start to see the bigger picture of things and why things have happened. But we have to stay focused. That's the thing. And matter of fact, it goes along right with this next post. So from March 13, 2019, Motivational Wednesdays, I said, when life hits you with struggles, don't lose hope. Just continue to push on. You have to continue to push on when life hits you with something hard. And the reason why I mention that is because, like I said earlier, something unexpected, came out the account on Wednesday, whatever. Well, Tuesday. Had my whole mood changed because we was about to go to the movies. He kept the Marvel, and I take a look like, what the and I'm like, okay, I can't do none of this shit right now. I thought I was cool. I'm like, I'm not cool. I'm back in the negative. I'm like, okay. We got video games. We sold some of them on Monday. We could sell the Pokemon ones on Tuesday. Get the cash, put the account, make sure the account stays in good standing. And things. We went ahead and did that. And I kid you not, something else came out. I'm like, okay, so Pokemon games did that, and we was cool for a little bit. And like I said before, I'm interested in that story later. But other than that, when life does punch you in the face, hit life back and tell life you're not going to be bullied. Tell life that you are going to continue to make things happen. But you just can't be bullied by what life wants to do to you. So you got to continue to push forward. Let's continue. So on March 14, 2019, Daily Tips Thursdays, I said you have to be ready to move on and make changes when your life is still going in a constant circle. Break through that circle for a greater life. I mentioned that because, like I said before, I came back to work on Wednesday and Thursday. One of the best days ever. Coming back to work. Going to a different terminal that's hella peaceful than the one you're working at. But I was inspired because I'm like, man, I keep doing the same shit. Like, I keep coming, like, get up early in the morning. Catch the bus to work because it's much more convenient out here in California than to try to drive and things of that nature. I mean, could do that, but hell, when gas prices are going up and down, that's when you're like, public transportation. So do that each and every early morning to get to work on time. And then deal with the bullshit inside of the job. It's like, okay, a circle. And then ready for the day to go by quick at work so that way you get home and just relax and try to rest. And things. And so, with that right there, I'm like, yo, like, what the heck? This is the same constant circle we've been doing the past couple of years in different locations. And then I'm like, it's time for a change. Like, it's time for a major, major change in things. Like, we cannot be going back in a constant circle, doing the same shit. And I know that sounds what you guys feel like. So guess what? You gotta break that circle. You gotta break that circle and make weird squiggly lines. The weird squiggly lines is the different steps that you're reaching in life. The weird squiggly lines is basically showing you where you need to be at, how you need to get there, and what you need to make happen. Straight up. So that's what you guys got to do. You got to make the squiggly lines, man. Break out the circle, make squiggly lines, and just make everything happen. But do not stay in the same circle that you keep going the past couple of years, because the more you stay in that circle, the more you're going to get the same results. Let's continue. So on Boss Status Fridays, March 14, 2015, today, say to yourself every day that new opportunities will always come and that life is always a blessing. Say it to yourself each and every day, each and every morning, whatnot. I was listening to Les Brown. If you don't know who Les Brown is, I advise you to look up his material. Funny thing is, met brother Les Brown back in 2010 of October, if I recall. My uncle had hosted up an event. He's an entrepreneur and business owner himself. So this is how I kind of got something to gain from him. One of my other uncles is a radio DJ. And so I got something I gained from them. I get the music part from my biological father and my stepdad. So who do I call that? So that's where I get the music and stuff from. And whatever. But other than that, though, the podcast stuff, I came naturally just by watching other people and just go ahead and do it and do it with the video podcast. But other than that, though, just with all of that, Les Brown was saying that, there's some things that, not epiphanies, but there's some things, you gotta say to yourself each and every day, because our mindset's so focused on negativity things. You gotta get the positive things in life. And so, with that though, ladies and gents, when you say that life is a blessing and new opportunities will happen each and every day, it will come. Trust me. Give you guys a good example. Today and yesterday, I didn't know that my hours were actually jacked up, or that the payroll people had misplaced my hours of things. Basically, it's just a lead pay. I didn't get paid off from whatever. You guys heard me say earlier, like those curveballs and challenges be going to hurt somebody. So the bank account situation, something came out, I think twice, 3 times, and basically like kind of sapped some of the money that I had. And with this kind of paycheck that I had, it really wasn't the paycheck for the bills, but it felt like the last paycheck you normally get at the end of the month, where I paid all the bills off and stuff. And so one bill I totally forgot, comes out automated, had came out, and I was like, fuck. I was like, I forgot about this. Woo. And then Spotify came out once we had sold certain video games, got the certain cash to cover it, the little negative costs, whatever. Spotify came out and took half of that. I'm like, I forgot that Spotify, the shit I had on there was early and not later like Apple Music. And so I'm looking like, okay, we got the Pokemon games that we don't really play that much anymore. Pokemon Moon and Ultra Moon. And I got Pokemon Sun downloaded literally on my Nintendo 3DS. So I said I'm cool with that. And I said I got the Pokemon Bank thing, so I can put all the creatures I have from Moon and Ultra Moon onto the gigantic Pokemon Center, which is the Pokemon Center iCloud, whatever. That hold your Pokemon creatures or whatever, as opposed to a regular video game cartridge. And I said, okay, we got them all in there, so let me go ahead and reset the games, because I know these games are set high. If I did that, was able to get something else I needed to get, and to cover the cost of, what's in my bank account. Now, Well, my some first like you gotta check because they messing with your hours. I said word. I said okay, cool. Got the first check, put that in there. That's so later. Got another check today. Didn't even know that they had messed up with something else. I'm looking like, huh? I'm like, shoot, I need this right now to cover the cost and make sure my accounts still look good. Because on Tuesday I was in a different funk because I'm like, damn, I'm like I can't do nothing. And now I'm looking at this job, I'm like, this is some bullshit. I'm working my ass off these 2 motherfucking weeks, and this is how much I'm making, and bills and stuff, and to come out, had that negativity. But the light and the positivity that came in was just the blessings out of the ordinary. Not blessings like, oh, we want to be blessed with this, we want to be blessed with that. No. Unordinary blessings where you don't even know that you're getting blessed. Or that opportunity that you want it comes in a different way, but you still get it because you did not see the bigger picture of it. The reason why I mentioned the little checks and stuff is because in life, like I said, it throws you curveballs. But how you react to it, it's a different story. But as long as you know where you want to go and you say to yourself, life is a blessing and new opportunities will come each and every day, guess what? It will happen. It's got to make it happen. So don't lose hope, ladies and gents. Because greater things are always over the horizon. Straight up. With that, we are done with the podcast. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. You guys can find us on Tuesday over at hiprockerproductionsdam.com. That is hiprockerproductionsdam.com. Thank you guys once again for tuning into tonight's podcast. I am about to go to sleep because I've been tired the past. Couple of weeks, so I've actually been tired the past week since Saturday. Actually, since last Friday, so we still haven't recovered sleep-wise. I'm going to do that on Monday where I'm going to just sleep in and just really recover. Because the job that I'm working at, I kid you not, it is a whole lot of heavy duty working and everything. So at the end of the day, I'm going to have to fully rest. I'm going to literally have to fully rest. But with that, thank you guys for tuning into today's podcast. Guys, we'll catch you on Tuesday. I'll post up everything. And with that, guess what? Catch you guys on the flip side. Truly appreciate each and every one of you. Have a wonderful, blessed weekend. It's your boy, Q Moore, saying peace, sayonara, one love, we out. Deuces.